Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do an easy, quick, and easy and quick. What else can you more want? Wanting more, betterer. Words, English, your girl can't. So I wanted to film something that was really simple. I kind of give just like the tips and tricks of whenever you don't have a lot of time or whenever you don't really want to spend a lot of time on your eyeshadow. Came out with this. 3 colors, eyeliner, and like 5 brushes. It's real simple. This is a lot of the time what I do for work because I like to sleep and I don't want to look like a zombie going into work. I have to meet in the middle somewhere. So go ahead and keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel whenever you're done. If you want to see how I get this look, go ahead and keep on watching. All right, here we go. Okay, when I say that this is the easiest makeup tutorial, eyeshadow tutorial, this is the easiest eyeshadow tutorial. This looks crazy how I have nothing else or no eyeshadow on and my whole face is done. The palette that I'm going to be using is the Morphe 35O palette. This is like an OG of eyeshadow palettes. If you don't have this palette, go look for it. I do think that they have it like in a variety at this point. Like they have all mattes, like all shimmers, things like that. But I think that they still have this combination of mattes and shimmers. You will see a lot of pan here. So I want this to be the simplest eyeshadow tutorial, whether you are going to work, whether you don't have a lot of time like me, I literally have like 20 minutes to do this, or you just want something quick and easy every day and you don't need to go out in full glam all the time. So I'm going to, where do I start? I also have just a couple of brushes too. I have a nice big blending brush. This is my Morphe M513 brush. I have a smudger brush. This one is just really small and I'm gonna put a little bit of black liner on. Morphe M508 brush. This brush is for my tear duct. I like to, brighten my tear duct up a little bit.
Hi guys, full disclaimer, I actually didn't use this brush, but you can definitely just add a little shimmer in your inner corner of your eye with this brush. I just did not do it in this video. I'm really sorry. Okay, bye.
If you have, I have this brush, or because I don't know that they do this one anymore, it's Sigma Pencil E30 brush, but then this Morphe M321 brush is really similar to it. So you can find a couple, more that if this one isn't there anymore, I'm just not sure. And then this is a like flat, more flatter brush, blending brush. This is my Morphe M503. And then lastly, like I said in like all of my videos, I have 2 of these brushes. They're different, but they're kind of the same. Morphe M507 brush. This brush will save your life. So we're gonna begin with my big blender brush, the Morphe M513 brush. And I'm gonna take this color out here. A color that you want to start with, I want to start with my transition. So anything that's in my crease and going above my crease, you want to start with kind of a lighter color. Now, again, depending on whatever eyeshadow look you're going for, if you want to go like full glam or if you want to do something more smoky or things like that, you may just have to make it a little darker. But the idea, and I don't want to say rule, but kind of like something to stay safe with, is you always want to start lighter. So if you know that you want to work with like these colors down here, I'm not going to start with this color. I usually start with this color, but there's really not a lot in there. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm just going to blend it out. So the lighter colors are kind of in your transition, and then you're going to, kind of make the eyes a little darker on the outside just to kind of like make them cattier. I don't think that's really longer, sultrier. So this, and I realized this the other day, like I just swirl it around and it picks up a ton. So I like to lift my lid and I like to get in my crease, because if I'm doing it right here, then here, I'll do it. If I do this and I don't lift my lid, there's a little like right in here where I didn't touch because of my droop. So I lift my head and then I just barely go into my eye socket, and then as I'm transitioning up, I will level my head out and just look straight ahead. You don't want to go too high up to where you're actually touching your eyebrow, but I like to go high enough, and I like to also have like a rag here just to kind of wipe some stuff off, because if I see that maybe it was too much, then all that I want to do is just blend. But you don't want to go too close to your eyebrow and make it like one same color. Does that make sense? Sometimes what I like to do, I feel a hair right here. Sometimes what I like to do is I will actually go, heavy onto my actual lid, and because it does create, like, if I do miss anything, then I don't have like a bald spot. Does that make sense? Sometimes we'll do that. This time I don't need to. There go the dogs. I break out so bad under my eyebrow. So weird. I just look, trying to sabotage. Okay, we have a pretty good transition color. And I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be easy. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M503 brush. It's a little dense. It is still a blending brush, but I like it that it's flat because I actually use this piece, like this way on the brush. I don't like go into it this way. I like to actually like blend it out like this. So I want to use this more chocolatey color down here, and I put the product, the eyeshadow, on about half of the brush. And again, I lift my head and I start from my lash line, so I start down here and then I'm gonna build it up. So I start here, going up, and then whenever I'm going up here, when I'm going up, I stop in my crease. So I stop right about here because I don't want to continue to blend that up. So I just used one side, so now I'm gonna flip it over on the other side, and I'm going to push it out and start to make kind of like a triangular effect. Now here is the simple part. Like, I want to make sure that these two are blended. You can just make sure that that's kind of like pushed over. I don't need to worry about this area being this color. Wipe that off a little bit. Blend it out. And then I will go in and I will like blend it out in my actual crease, but I won't go above it so that my transition color stays the same, because we want to make sure all is blended. I usually like to stay around like brown colors or chocolatey colors for like my green eyes. I feel that brown is a really safe place, colors to really start with. But again, it's like the general rule, starting with a lighter color as your transition, and then you have like the darker colors on the outside, and then you can put like a shimmer, a matte color, something on the inside, but just to kind of make that part of it pop. What I also like to do is I'll add just a little bit on the end of the brush, and I like to make this a little darker, and I'll just build that up. But sometimes I don't do it until like maybe after at the very end. If I see that it's still a little bit too light, even whenever my lashes are on, I'll add it. So I like to go back in and after everything that I just did, I will take my Morphe M513 brush again, and then no product on it, and then I'm just gonna make sure that from here to in this area is blended, that these two areas are starting to blend, same thing on this side. And whenever so like how I just went downward, I'm not gonna go back up because you're gonna actually drag that color back up. So I'm sitting here kind of wiping it off. I want to have a clean one of these brushes. That's why your girl has a tree of these things. Like, I have so many just blending brushes. Like, and I will keep a lot of them by my side if I don't have a rag or if I know that they're not clean. The brushes aren't clean, and I will just take those and blend everything out. So whenever I'm blending this part of it, I know that I'm only blending like the darker part, and I'm staying in the general area. Whenever I want to blend my transition, and I know that there's like a little bit of fallout right here, but we'll fix it with some transition color or some translucent powder. What I see, so I feel like I'm getting more like color in this area or I don't have a lot of color in this area. I'm going back in with my transition color, and I'm using what was the use for the darker color, and I'm just adding a little bit right there. It was already wiped off. And then I'm gonna blend this out. And sometimes I actually like to go in and take the darker color and put it all the way in the crease. But you have to be really careful, because the second that you put too much darker in like your inner lid color, your inner corner color section, why do I keep calling it color? You kind of messed up. But just play around with it. I always do one side better. I don't know why. I feel that this side's coming out better than this side. Oh, maybe because of this. That looks really weird right there. So, we're blended, we're pushed out. Now I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to take one of this shimmer color out here. It's really hard to see it. It's kind of like a pinkier, it's a very pink and gold. Just a very neutral shimmer color. I'm just gonna take some on my finger here, and I'm going to start right there in the middle. And then whenever I go closer to my inner corner, if my nail, because my nail is too long, doesn't reach, then that's what I'm gonna use another one of my brushes for. I'll kind of pull my eye out just a little bit, because I just don't want to get it on the bottom down here, which I usually do. So right now I'm just placing that there. Okay, I know it doesn't look perfectly perfect. Then we're gonna take the Morphe M507 brush. This is my small blending brush. And I'm going to start from the middle over here where there's no shimmer. And I'm just going to pull that over and blend that shimmer out. I'm also going to go right here in the middle and blend my two colors together. What I'm doing is I'm pulling this down, and I'm just kind of like literally wiping it off with my fingers. Is that right? I don't know. Does it work?
Yes.
See, I already want to like make this side darker. But I like doing that after I have my lashes on, and it's kind of weird, but I'll show you why. Again, with my clean Morphe sponge. My clean Morphe brush. Blend out anything that may have just like lost its way. Now I'm gonna take, which I did this yesterday and I just really liked it. I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner pencil, and I'm not going to do this perfectly. What I'm wanting to accomplish is filling out my lash line. So I just want to make my lash line look darker. So we're gonna use the brown first, and I'm also gonna go in and just fix this down here. Translucent powder, brush. I also don't really like doing eyeshadow when my foundation's on for that reason exactly. Taking the pencil, this is a NYX light brown pencil, eye and eyebrow pencil. And I'm not really necessarily like pulling my eye, but I am just kind of like, I don't know. Excuse me. I feel like I'm not really doing anything by doing this, but I'm just placing my finger there. And I'm just literally just drawing it like this, and then we're gonna kind of smudge it out too. So it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Which I might not even have to smudge it out. The hell is going on outside? I sure do know how to curse a lot. Okay, so you can already tell, like you can see the brown liner, but how it's already kind of like darkened my liner or my lash line. And we are gonna take that smudger, the Morphe M508 brush. It's just a really small, tight smudger. And I'm just gonna go over what I just did and just kind of like evenly distribute it. I did really pull my eye that time. I'm waiting for whenever I turn like 60 years old and I'm like, I wish I never would have pulled my eye. There's a little liner. Did it do much? I don't know. I usually put black liner on. And I just hate always using black liner. So I wanted to use brown, but I don't know that really accomplished anything. So maybe you should use black. But whatever you wanna, you do you. Boo boo. Let's curl these lashes. And I'm not like, I want to add just a couple more things to the eyeshadow look, but again, I like doing it with my lashes on because my lashes kind of create like a shade or like a wall in a way, and it frames my eye a little better to where I can add things. If I do it here, I'm just like, oh, add it here, but whenever I have my lashes on, it's like, oh, it only needs it like here. I think I have 10 minutes left. My friend, my close friend, she has been a part of an exchange student program for 2 years now, and I don't think consecutive years. Anyway, for 2 years she hosted an exchange student, and I didn't know the first one, but I know the second one, and he is the sweetest, smartest, like outgoing, like he gives me hope that not all teenage boys are dumb, idiotic, and only think with one thing. He's just so sweet. And we're gonna go say goodbye to him. He goes back home. So I'm using these Kiss Ever Easy lashes. This is the number 11. These are my favorite lashes. I am venturing off in the lash world. I understand that I do these lashes all the time. I know, you ain't gotta tell me. But on a day like this, when I had 0 minutes to do my makeup, I just go what is comfortable with what's comfortable. And these are lightweight. These still give like volume. They make my eye look longer. La-di-da. What else is new? I don't like to blow my lashes. I just feel like it takes too much time. So I let them sit there just for a minute. I'm gonna use my Morphe M507 brush, my smaller blending brush, and I'm gonna use the color that we used for our transition, and I'm putting that under my eye. So think about it like literally in reverse. Whenever you're putting eyeshadow under your eye, the bigger color that the more color that you're gonna put under your eye is gonna be your transition. And then if you want to kind of smoke it out a little bit, like if I would have put on a black on top, I probably would have like tight lined with like my darker brown that we used on the outer. Because your girl ain't got time for that, I'm just gonna use one color. That, and it looks a little bit more softer, and I like that. Ba-doom and ba-doom. How long did these lashes dry? 2 seconds. Does Emily have patience for it? No. Boom. We have lashes. So the last thing that I'm gonna do is going to make the outer corners just a little bit darker. Going back in with my Morphe M503 brush, the same dark color that I'm using. And like I said, this, I feel like it just kind of frames where I need to put it. And I'll literally just kind of place it there. And I'll just feel out what my lashes are doing. If I need it to be a little darker or not. Blending, make sure you blend. And there you have it. All right guys, that is it for my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, I literally had like 2 seconds to film this, but I'm glad that I did. If you guys like this, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much to 100 subscribers. I know it's really petty, but that's like a big thing for me. Like I hit the 3 digits. Like I'm excited. I can't stop talking about it. I'm showing people. I'm like, Mom, look at me. She's like, what the f is YouTube? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please come back. Tell everyone about me, your grandparents, your friends, your neighbors, your dogs, especially your dogs. I love dogs. Okay. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts, Instagram and Twitter. Both are EmilySayyy, EmilySayyy. I'm done. I gotta go. I'm late. Peace. Those damn dogs again. Max Bentley! My husband is blowing up my phone. Why did you do make a baby? Why did they make sidewalks? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm filming right now. I will call you here in a minute.